All right, we're ready to begin with Vanderbilt. A reminder, please have your cell phones on silent. Also, no video or live streaming in the press conference room. If you need video, you can secure it in the distribution area in the back of the room. We'll ask Coach Stackhouse for some general comments on the game, and we also have Scotty, Pippen Jr., and Jordan Wright. Then we'll have questions for them, and then we'll excuse them and then finish up with Coach. So, Coach, if you begin.
Yes, I thought we had a great start to the game, especially from a defensive standpoint. We started off a little slow offensively, but our guys really turned our defense into offense there, really sharing the ball. I was a little nervous about how we would respond. This is the first time we've really been whole all season where everybody was healthy. It seemed like when we got a couple guys back, somebody was going out, but this is the team that we envision, and hopefully we can continue to have the defensive effort that we had tonight, and hopefully we'll find enough points to continue to win some games.
All right, we'll take questions just for the two student athletes if you'll raise your hand, and we'll get one of the floor microphones to you. Hands up, questions for either. Let's start on the right side front row.
Yeah, for both of you guys, what did it mean to have Rodney back? What have you seen as he's tried to get back, and also what do you guys think you can do now that you are whole as a team here?
Definitely. Like Coach Stackhouse said, this the first game we've been back full. But Rodney, he brings a lot, especially for me as an individual. He helps take pressure off me, handling the ball, guarding the main ball handler, and he just brings another aspect to our team. He brings it on the defensive end, just being chippy, getting steals, getting the passing lanes, and then offensively, handling the ball and be able to be a spot up shooter.
Yeah, I agree with that. He just has an aura about him that just brings like a calming presence to our team. He's a vet. He's been through the fire. He's a winner, and just having him out there on the court it just helps us all. We at ease when he's out there. Like Scotty said, it takes a lot of pressure off all of us. Having him out there just gives us all confidence. Him being able to shoot the ball the way he does, he'll be able to take their best defender off the court. Their best offensive player off the court. So just having Wright out there is a big help for us.
Okay, question on the left side front row.
I guess for both players, because you guys in particular had played Georgia 3 times and you had good games against them all 3 times. Did you feel like tonight that you got Georgia's best effort? Did you sense anything different with them?
The way we guarded them tonight, I think it was just hard for them to get in the rhythm throughout the entire game. Our bigs were taking charges. Q and Liam, they had 5 charges together. But the way we just guarded Aquendo on perimeter, I think it was just hard for them to get in the rhythm. I don't know if their effort was any worse. To be honest, it felt like they were playing hard. They just couldn't really find the flow on offense, and the shots weren't falling. So I credit that to our defense.
I agree with that. I think the starting group, we jumped out on them defensively. Although, we got some open looks, we weren't hitting shots early. But I think this team, as deep as we are, is fully healthy. It's hard to compete with us offensively and defensively when we have 2 7-footers taking charges and, everyone hitting shots, so it's hard to compete with us.
Other questions? Raise your hand for either of the student athletes. Okay, right side on the aisle.
For both you guys, turn the page to Alabama. You guys played them a few weeks ago. It was a pretty good game. What do you remember? What do you remember about that, and what do you think you can take into this?
It was a very winnable game for us. It was a close game down the stretch. Jordan and I both made some mistakes. We've been talking about that we want to take back. We were right there. So, we go into this game with a chip on our shoulder. They're a very beatable team, a team that we wanted to play. And, we'll see tomorrow.
And I agree with that. Down the stretch, I remember that we guarded them pretty well. Out of the last 4 minutes of the game, that's how we pretty much got back in the game. The way we guarded, the effort that we had those last 4 minutes really helped us get in position to have a chance to tie the game up at the end. Like Scotty said, it's kind of a revenge game for us. The way it had left a sour taste in our mouth, the way we went out the last game. So we were looking forward to this game.
Other questions? Raise your hand for either of the student athletes. All right, we'll excuse you, fellas. You can return to the locker room. And we'll continue on with Coach Stackhouse. Questions for the coach, raise your hand, and we'll get a microphone to you.
Coach Stackhouse, I'll ask a similar question to you. Coaches are a very tight fraternity. Obviously, there's a lot befalling Tom Crean right now. Did you feel like that their team played as focused and determined as they did the previous 2 times you met them?
Yeah, I mean, I thought they competed. Again, I like to give our guys credit for, their disposition. I mean, I know it's kind of tough, everybody's kind of saw the news of what possibly coming down the pike with them, and for him to, come out and still coach his team, man, my hat's off to Tom. Tough situation to be in, but I thought his guys came out there and played for him. They did some good things again, but I think we took them out of a lot of what they wanted to do. But again, like you said, this is a fraternity with coaches. We know this is a tough business, and you have to have success, or or some changes. So, but he's a great coach, and I know he'll land somewhere.
Other questions? Go ahead, front row.
Jerry, what's it mean to be able to rest your key guys as much as you did tonight, going into tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, I think we have our goal is to win 5 games and to be able to come here and not have to expend a lot of minutes from our key guys was big. I mean, I think it's a credit to our what we worked on all year, trying to build our depth. We've had a lot of this and that said about our younger guys playing minutes during the regular season, but this is what it's for when we have these opportunities to get some extended breaks, during a tournament, during the conference tournament or possibly a postseason tournament. You look forward for those opportunities, and I thought our bench guys stepped up and they kept the defense going. They stepped up and made shots, and I think that's a credit to what they've been able to, the ups and downs that they've had during the course of the regular season allowed for them to step in and with confidence in this game tonight.
Raise your hand. Other questions for Coach Stackhouse? Okay, let's go back to the right side.
Same question asked to the players. Alabama, what do you remember about that game, and what do you think, what do you see going into this one?
I just remember we lost it, So, I mean, I don't spend a whole lot of time on. I know we, had some moments in the stretch where we didn't handle the pressure well. I think those type of situations that you have during the course of a season, they help you in moments like that when you see those opportunities and those moments come up again. And we're looking to you heard those guys. I mean, they got a little chip on their shoulder about it. We felt like we gave one away at home. That was right in a 3-game stretch there that we lost. That could have easily changed our season. I think we could probably not be here tonight. But again, it is what it is. Our record is our record, and we're here to try to keep fighting. And I think our guys are in a good place mentally. And they feel good about who they are as a team right now. I think great having Liam back healthy, great having Rodney back again. Rodney's just a winner, and I think that's the biggest key. They talk about all the different things that he does for our team, offensively and defensively, but he's just a winner. And I think that's what we needed. As much as our guys have gotten better and they're improved in their development as individual players, we needed to have a kind of an influx of some winning players, and he fit the bill perfectly for us. And I'm glad that he's healthy enough to get out there and contribute, because he could have easily just said it was, it's over, it's it. But he fought. I mean, rehab is tough. Coming in every day, all the guys on the court working out, and he on the sideline rehabbing and trying to get back for this moment. So hopefully it's a special moment for him.
All right, front row.
Out of this, and was he able to? Did he have to try to keep it, warm when he was sitting? How did that all go?
I mean, Rodney's a tough kid. I mean, if he did have something, I mean, he probably wouldn't say anything. But I just think he's out of the last couple practices that he had, he got up and down pretty well and did some good things and came out of that good. And we came in conscious to monitor his minutes. We got him early. He picked up a couple fouls, which made us had to come and get him a little earlier probably than what we wanted to. But no, he's. I think he's fine. We're going. We got one of the best in the business in Brandon Wells, and our trainer, our strength and conditioning, Carlos Daniel. I mean, those guys are phenomenal in what they do, and getting these guys available for us to have on game night. So big hats off to those guys as well.
Have time for one or two more? Anyone? Raise your hand. All right, front row.
About the importance of like Trey and Miles hitting those threes and kind of just getting shots falling in this arena tonight to have a little bit of leg up going into tomorrow.
That's what they do. I mean, those guys are shot makers for us. I mean, they make the game easier. Not every night they're going to make shots, but I like their effort on the defensive end. I think that's the key. And we're not always going to make shots. I mean, we made 16 threes tonight. Everybody kind of got into the fun, but, basketball doesn't go that way all the time, where you're going to have tough stretches where you're not going to make shots, but we got to hang our hat on being really solid on the defensive end, and I thought we did that. And tonight, it fueled our offense. We were able to get some easy opportunities in transition. We moved the ball really well, and guys stepped up with confidence and knocked them down. And those are, a couple key guys that are very, very capable of making shots for us.
Last question, anyone? All right, thank you.